What is up, guys? It's your boy Travizi here, and I am so excited to be announcing to all of you guys today that I am officially going to be creating a new series on my YouTube channel related to my investments in stocks. And more importantly, as the name of this video suggests, I am a long investor in NEO and wanted to, just be able to come out and just share with you guys like my opinion, my perspective of the company, maybe the concerns that I have as a long-term investor, and also, what are the good things, about the company, the things that, of course, made me want to invest in this company for the long term. And so I'm really excited to be starting this new series on my channel. And I'm going to be creating a separate playlist. So all my stock market related videos and things that I'm invested in and, sharing my reaction, all that is all going to be put in one playlist, nice and organized for all you guys to enjoy. So before I get into Neo and the latest news, I just wanted to put it out there very quickly about how I got into stock market investing. And so I started investing towards the last week of July of last year, and it happened as a result of one of my good friends who, I had been talking to him, and he had essentially told me about this app known as Robinhood, and that basically I could get a free stock if he invited me. And then, so basically he invited me, I got a free stock. And then actually one of the first things that I invested in was Dogecoin. It's a cryptocurrency. And so from there, I ended up going on this journey of investing, and here I am now invested in NEO. So I started buying NEO November of last year. So obviously NEO had IPO'd on the stock market in September and had launched up at $13 a share. And when I started to buy the stock in November, the stock was around $7. So just like a lot of you guys know, if you're long NEO investors, you guys probably understand that March was a very difficult month for us investors. There were a lot of things that went wrong in the month, but everything really, I think, was based off a short-term basis, not anything that should concern a long-term investor. So I'm just going to go over some of those things. One of the things was that China is now going to be cutting their subsidy cuts. So basically what that is it's a reimbursement that they were giving customers who bought electric vehicles in China, and they were giving them $7,000. And so now that's going to be cut in half to, $3,500 to $4,000. And so what happened is that December 2018, NEO ramped up production and produced a lot more vehicles to get them out on the road for all the people that wanted to purchase electric cars before these subsidy cuts were taken into effect. So that, of course, obviously led to a slow decrease in deliveries to begin the year. But like major companies or motor companies, the beginning of the year is usually slow for vehicle sales. And, in China, I guess the Chinese New Year is a very big celebration. And some places take the whole month off or take a week off. And so NEO reported that their deliveries in January were about roughly 1,800 vehicles. In February, they were 811 vehicles. And so when they announced their earnings report, which was very weak on March 5th, that's what ended up also contributing to really sending the stock price extremely down, as it had reached a peak price of $10 as a result from a 60 Minutes special that had aired the company. And it was a nice little feature. And so once NEO was at $10, it ended up dropping all the way to as low as $4.90. So, another thing that contributed to NEO going down is the fact that the IPO lockout expired. And so I don't know too much about IPO lockouts, but from what I understand is that investors who wanted to sell the stock were not able to. But then once this IPO lockout expired, those investors were now then able to sell their shares. And so that IPO lockout had expired around March 11th. Another major obstacle for NEO is a slowing down Chinese economy. So the economy has been slowing down, and NEO, said basically that they're not going to adjust their prices at all due to these subsidy cuts. So, I don't think it's going to affect too much. But again, I think you definitely wonder what's going to happen in the short term basis, or how is the economy going to play out. But there's a lot of factors that come into play. But I think NEO, being a long term investor, I believe in this company, and I think that they're going to be able to begin ramping up sales. And so, yeah, now we're going to get to, I apologize, guys, for taking so long to get to really my reaction to the latest news surrounding the company, which was that in March, they delivered around 1,300 vehicles. And so that put their deliveries at about 3,950, like around there. So they had projected to sell 3,500 to 3,800 vehicles. And so by having sold over 3,900, NEO completely has outbeat their expectations. And so that led to the stock yesterday going up, a pretty good amount. But obviously it's still in the $5 range. But that is really good news. And, the company has 10,000 pre-orders on new cars that haven't even been released yet. And that's going to be coming to stores in June. And so by July, you're looking at NEO could have a nice full lineup in stores. And NEO's projecting to sell 45,000 vehicles on the year, which would be up from having sold 11,000 vehicles last year. And of course, last year was the first year that they started selling vehicles. So being that they sold 3,900 in the first quarter, that leaves obviously about 41,000 to 40,000 vehicles left for the rest of the year. And I think a lot of those sales will be ramped up in the second half of this year. So I think right now I'm continuing to add more shares in NEO, being that the price is where it is at the $5 range. Because again, I believe in this company long term, and I've been trying to lower my average cost basis. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm just super stoked, super excited about the recent deliveries report for March, and, seeing what the stock is going to do coming into April. So if you guys like this video, give it a comment, like, subscribe. Let me know if you're currently invested in NEO, or if you're thinking about investing in NEO. Let me know, did you buy a good amount of shares when it dropped, down to $4.90, or obviously as it's been in the $5 range. I'd love to hear your guys' opinions and perspectives. And let me know if there's any ideas or anything that you guys would like me to talk about. But just so you know, again, creating this new playlist on my channel for stock market videos. So any of the companies that I'm invested in, or any big news that I'd like to talk about, I'll be putting those videos out for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoy. Until next time, I'll see you guys again.